Good morning, my loves. I hope that you are having a blessed morning. I'm sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I was off getting my new glasses and getting my hair did and doing some self-care. And it was wonderful. Sometimes we just have to take some time for ourselves. So, today, what are we going to talk about? I've had so much to think about as I have been moving about, talking to different people about things that are going on in their world, and then kind of checking in on world events. So I think today I want to talk about what do we do, how do we find our center when there's so much going on around us that feels so big, so overwhelming. For instance, a lot of people that are really good people are feeling and are being bullied online, being doxxed. There's a lot of people that are being accused of things they're not doing, being talked about. People are being faced with these horrific school shootings in the United States and looking at those. So there's a lot of negative information coming in. Of course, anyone who's following the Summer Wells case is on pins and needles. And it's really easy to get lost in all of that information and all of those things that are going on. And so, how do you stay centered with all of that? So I'm going to kind of take it apart piece by piece. When it comes to people who are attacking you personally, I cannot say this often enough, that it is a reflection of them and not you. And I know that it doesn't feel that way because our egos want to defend ourselves. Our egos want to stand up and say, hey, you don't get to say that about me. That's not true. And we feel like we need to stand up and say something. But in truth, when we do that, we are actually feeding them. We're giving them exactly what they want. And so the best thing we can do is starve them of that attention that they're seeking. And we know the truth. And if we lose support from other people because they choose to believe whatever stuff these people are spewing, then guess what? Those people weren't our people anyways. And it is a good way to clean house of people who are not true to you, because the people who are true to you see the content of your character. So, to thine own self be true. You know who you are. You know what your intentions are in this world. You know that you're a good person. You know that you have good intent. And if you don't, then we need to work on that. But I don't think you're here because you're a bad person. And so, if people are talking trash about you, let them. It shows more about who they are than who you are. And about world events, like I've said before, if it's something you can change, okay, change it. Figure out how you can change it. What can you do? If it's something that impacts your daily life, of course, you want to get involved and do something about it. If it's not something that impacts your daily life, you have to decide how much energy you want to give to it, if any at all. Now, I have been following the Summer Wells case since the beginning and have decided to give energy to that. So there's exceptions to the rules for various reasons and for some deeply personal reasons. Some I've shared with you, that I grew up very similarly to Summer, and so I felt a kinship with her from the very beginning, and felt like I spiritually needed to see this through. And because of that, I have received many emotional gifts and have been able to give many emotional gifts. And I hope support a lot of people to get through this time waiting for Summer to be found. And I hope to continue when she is found to support people as much as possible. So, the thing is, that's all a part of being centered. You know, I don't mind the moving camera. It's my cat loving on the table. So, I apologize. Anyways, Willie, come here. Come on. Here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi. Say good morning. Anyways, so when you're feeling really stressed out about these things, the best thing you can do is not let it take your energy, not let it bring you down. You know, if you start feeling yourself getting really depressed around stuff, then meditate, pray, whatever brings you comfort, you know, whatever connects you to God, and ask for relief, ask for comfort, and do some self-care. You know, if you can, get your hair done. If you can, you know, get your nails done. If you can, get a massage. If you can, just take a nap. Listen to some soothing music. Meditate. If that doesn't work, turn on music that makes you happy and crazy dance in your living room. Anything that's going to shift your energy to keep you centered and grounded. Because these times are a little bit crazy, and the energy, I mean, that's an understatement, right? And this, honestly, you have to keep your energy centered and your love in the middle of all of it. And primarily your love for yourself, because you can't push out love to the universe if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not loving yourself, you know, and you're taking care of that fundamental piece inside of you, because you can't give what you don't have. So that's my advice to you about staying centered, caring for yourself, and then you can push it out and give care to other people. Make sure you're drinking lots of water, you stay hydrated, you know, you're eating well, you're getting as much sleep as possible, albeit that's hypocritical from me, although I do have my excuse because my brain disorder prevents me from getting the sleep I need. But, you know, I make good use of the time. What can I say? Just know that we have to always prioritize taking care of ourselves. And that's not a bad selfish, that's a good selfish. That is the kind of selfish that allows us to take care of other people. And that is called being centered. So, love yourself enough to take care of yourself and to prioritize yourself. And if that means not watching the news 24/7, if that means being picky about what information you take in, if that means blocking people that stress you out, do it. You know, even people you thought were your friends, you know, it's okay. Because if people are bringing you down, guess what? They're not your friends. Friends uplift each other. Friends support each other, you know, and they don't bring you down. I mean, and that was a really hard lesson for me to get in life. It took a long time for me to figure that out, that the people who were sucking energy from me and bringing me down were not my friends. So, and also the people that abandoned me in my toughest times, that just magically weren't there when I needed someone, those aren't your friends either. So, look for the people who are going to show up for you. Those are your friends. And know that you are worthy of all of that, of all the good things, you know. And your primary best friends are your spirit guides, and is God. You know, always reach out to Source. Always reach out to God, because your guides and God are never going to give up on you. You may give up on connecting with them, but they're always waiting for you. There's always unconditional love there. So, no matter what you do, when you're ready to reconnect, it's there. And you know, it's 5, 10, 15 minutes worth of meditation, as much time as you want to give, you know. And if you don't like the way I teach meditation, there are hundreds and hundreds of fabulous meditation videos out there on gratitude, on calming, on relaxation. And if you want, you know, on my Discord, I'm happy to post a couple of them or recommend a couple of them to you. There are some really, really good meditation teachers out there that I'm happy to recommend. I can even post their links in my descriptions. There are people that I enjoy learning from. So, you know, there's definitely no shortage of good meditation teachers. There are some guided meditations that I use myself from other people, depending on the situation. So, and as much, I've been meditating since I was a little kid, but sometimes I like to listen to somebody else's voice and have them guide me, and I enjoy that. It's a relief from having to do my own thing. So, do that, you know, and if nothing else, just have a conversation with God. Get on your knees, you know, lay in your bed, walk down the street, talk to God. God listens all the time. You know, he, she, it. Nobody knows what God is, but God is there to listen to you and to give you exactly what you need and to take care of you. So just know that will keep you centered. And I can tell you, in the roughest times in my life, and there have been plenty of them, that the deeper my connection with Source, the quicker I pulled out of those tough times. So that's my advice to all of you this morning. I didn't mean for this to be a heavy video, because really I don't feel heavy. I feel really light. It's good. It's just, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning. What can I say? I just had a lot on my mind about feeling really protective of all of you with all the energies going on right now. I worry about all of you in the States with all these shootings and the new COVID variant and all of that. So make sure you're protecting yourself, that you are taking good care of your health, that you are your emotional, mental, and physical health, because they all go together, and that you're just not feeding into all of the fear all the time. Remember that love is more powerful in the end and will overcome fear. That fear is what is used to control you, but love is what conquers everything. So try and be in love energy. Keep your love in the middle of everything you do. Try and remember to remain compassionate. We are not the judges of the world. It's not our job at all to judge ourselves or anyone else. Be compassionate with yourself. Be compassionate with the world. Push that love out. And in that compassion, be kind. It doesn't mean that you have to allow dysfunctional people in your world, but you just have understanding that some people are more broken than others. And even though you understand it, you just let them go away and be broken over there. And it's not our job to fix people, it's people's job to fix people. You can't help save people. People have to want to be saved. So any work that's done, people have to choose to do the work. And I really can't say that strong enough. As someone who loves to help people do the spiritual work, I cannot do it for people. I can't save somebody. I can only guide people that come to me and want to be guided and want to do the work. I can't go to somebody and say, hey, I think you need this work. It doesn't work that way. People have to want it. And so if someone is really, really dysfunctional and somebody is toxic and they don't even see their own toxicity, there's nothing in the world that I can do for them except for have compassion, pray for them, send them lots of love and light, and walk in the other direction. And hope and pray that one day they see it, they get it, and they decide to change. But that is not up to me. I can just understand that they probably have a lot of trauma that brought them to where they are. And then I move on, and I set my own boundaries around that. So that's all I've got to say about all that today. If you're interested in learning more about setting boundaries, if you're interested in learning more about what that looks like, especially in dealing with toxic people, with narcissism, with anything like that, I cannot recommend Dr. Ramani enough. I have recommended her before, and I know I keep forgetting to put her link in the description. I will. And if you want to know my story about growing up with two narcissistic parents and how I finally came to the place that I learned to draw the boundaries and go no contact with my parents, I will tell that story. But that's going to depend on you. If that's a story you want to hear, I'll share it with you. If not, we'll leave it be. It's neither here nor there. I will say really clearly that I hold absolutely no ill will towards either one of my parents. I have come to the place of absolute compassion and forgiveness, and I'm able to love them and feel compassion and understanding, forgiveness, and I wish them peace and love and light, but I do not want either one of them in my world. And I feel okay with that. I feel really good about that choice. And some people understand it and some people don't, but that's okay. but that is the kind of self-love that is required to, for me to feel healthy. Not for everybody, but for me, because everybody gets to make different choices. So, on that note, we're 20 minutes into this video. I'm going to end it. I don't like to make too long of videos. But I love you guys. Please, please, please leave me comments about what kind of things you need to hear from me, what you would like to hear more of. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit the subscribe and the notification bell so that you get notifications when we go live. I usually go live on Wednesdays, on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Central. Yeah. And on Sundays, I do oracle card readings, which are a lot of fun, and we have a good time. And everyone who subscribes, please get my email from the description or from also my About page, and email me, because I will send you a link to our private Discord. Everything I do on this channel is absolutely free of charge. You can book a private tarot reading with me, also spiritual guidance. I do spiritual guidance. Everything is 100% free of charge. I do have a link to CashApp and to an Amazon wish list. And I'm going to say this, I say it in all my videos, only put something there if you feel led to do that. I by no means have any expectations around that, and that's only if Spirit leads you to do that and you really, really want to do it. It's not an expectation I have. So I give what I give because I believe it's a gift from God that I should give to you, because it was given to me. So, and it comes straight from my heart, and I have no expectations of receiving anything for it. So just know that everything is absolutely given with love. And on that note, go out in the world. You're all perfect beings who are worthy of everything good in this world. Go out and be kind and compassionate to someone. I love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.